Good morning,
Good
Andrew.
morning.
Parveen, I'm going to start with you. It's great to see you again.
Andrew came to my house and interviewed me season one.
Wow.
Yes, and that was fantastic. And fans were just asking me when I'm going to talk to you again. So I'm glad we get to chat again.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, things have changed a little bit this season. They're in a little bit of a different place. How is she dealing with the investigation this season?
Oh, yes. Well, definitely. I don't want to say she's like running, but she is running in her own way. So, in an avoidant type of way. She is cooped up at a new location that's kind of this top secret space. So I guess kind of that is, a form of running as well. How is she dealing with it? She's struggling. She's got some new coping mechanisms. That's for sure.
Hmm.
Well, Daryl, for you, obviously he's changed how things are working a little bit. Can you talk a little about, I guess, what's driving him this season?
I think pretty much the same thing that has driven him in the previous seasons. He's an investigator. He wants to get answers, but there's that extra dimension that he's formed very close bonds and friendships with the passengers, none more so than the Stone family. And of course, Sanvi, who's, he has sons. Sanvi's kind of like his daughter.
Mm.
So all of these things are driving him. He's literally, trying to save his new family, trying to save their lives.
Well, I love that there's some new things that are introduced in that first episode. Holly, you're coming at things from a little different angle here with Angelina. What's motivating her this season? Because obviously she's kind of causing trouble for others, but at the same time, you can tell she wants something.
Yeah, I think that Angelina throughout this season finds kind of a new sense of purpose that she thinks that God has bestowed onto her, but really she's bestowed it onto herself through that lens, So she thinks that all of a sudden she has this greater purpose to save humanity and, survive the death state. She has her own agenda about how to fix that issue that's, looming over all the characters' heads. So she's motivated by that, by trying to, just accomplish God's mission that he's laid out for her, but she just has some poor ways of going about it. And kidnapping is one of them. Yeah.
Well, Daryl, what about you? Do you think about theories and things that you're either hoping for or wishing for? Or
I do think about theories, and I'm always wrong. I've not once have I guessed correctly. Actually, it's funny that because Parveen has guessed correctly, talking to her like off camera, she's gotten things right like 1,000% more than I have. So
really?
Yep. I've sat and talked to you about characters and things that might happen and things that you told me stuff about my character that actually helped me, but I didn't believe it until I actually saw it in the script.
Oh, so I wonder why I felt like I couldn't answer this question.
I don't know because
I got confused. She's being modest.
Holly, what about you? Do you have theories or anything?
Yeah, I used to always have theories. Like season 3, I was always trying to guess what was going to happen. And especially for Angelina, I was always like, okay, next episode is going to be when she redeems herself. And then every episode came in, it just kept getting worse. So I was like, I think I'm going to stop with that. I think I'm going to do that whole strategy where you keep your expectations low so you can't be disappointed as far as like redemption goes. But with just storylines in general, I'm always blown away and shocked by every script that I get. So I enjoy that. I like being surprised when I read it the same way that the audience is when they watch it.
It's shocking that from time to time, if you go online, you see that the fans have actually guessed some things that I didn't know were happening. So
yeah.
Well, thank you all for the time. I wish we had way more time, but thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you.